Welcome back, everyone, to an episode of Timberborn with me, Dr. Munchkin. So last time, if you've been following along, we got a bit of bad times last time. We got two in a row. They were long. We're about to finish this one up. We're doing kind of okay with water just because these guys still seemingly kind of pump occasionally, which is kind of outstanding to me. We've almost actually finished up the entire system over here, which is also absolutely phenomenal. Just so that we can get this to be complete and never have to deal with bad water again inside this reservoir. So once this kind of dries up or goes away, I guess dilutes itself, I don't know. But once we kind of take care of that, we should be good. We are starting to get some explosives online, which is fantastic. I am also going to start, I did lay this out a little bit, but we want to start this project over here. So this is a huge dynamite project that we want to get filled out so we can start leveling this. I kind of want to level it, nice, this level and this level just to get it down to here. And that will allow us to kind of go down, start to expand, and get everything online. Lots of dynamite for that. Not crazy amounts of stuff. We could actually even make these guys normal priority just so they start working on that a little bit, which would be nice. But the goals today, obviously, we need to get this online, which means I actually need to build this. This is the centrifuge, and once that is available, we can go ahead and produce the required materials in order to get these guys built so we can green this up. So that is a big priority today. And then we do want to get some decorations in. That's what a lot of this is over here, is just to try to get more happiness out of our beavers. We're not doing too great. Sleep is okay. They are coming back from all the madness that we ensued. But we do want to get more. And in fact, decorations, it is 500. We'll go ahead and put you there. We are getting power from these guys, which does mean during the day we can actually get here as well. But this should be, that is open, and you are closed. Perfect, and you're auto closed. These guys need to be done ASAP though. And I know it's bad, but what we're gonna do, start to do, how low do I need to go? 2? How low is this water? Okay, maybe it's, there we go. All this died anyways, so I'm not really concerned about it. But as we get into it as usual, if you guys would please like and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. With that, let's go ahead and begin. But we do want to drain this off so this can kind of enter as we finish this up. But contamination is going to spread through here. We will kill a little bit of this. It's not the end of the world. We do have plenty of food for now. And by getting this done, we should also get the ability to, hopefully, oh, you have nothing to do in range because everything died. Of course it did. I don't like it when everything dies. But you can see here spits of the blueness coming in. And they are building that. Perfect. Okay. And you guys should take crazy priority. Yes. Alright, and then next I do kind of want to put you up. And they'll work on you as well. Perfect. So you're getting the gears and everything else. This isn't necessarily working too well. Are these guys producing any power? No. Oh, these were running. But we do need wind power. Or we need... There it is. So that's producing enough now that we should start to get some science. These guys are finally pushing that. Metals, we do need a bunch of metals. Treated planks are coming up, which we are actually putting here. And you were supposed to connect chestnuts and a drought's approaching. Fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, well, drought's not the end of the world if we can get at least this built, because then we'll pump a lot of good water into here. And you guys should be moving stuff up there. But that's in another 3 days, and hopefully it's not a long one. We do have a little bit of room to go, but this also seems to be good enough in terms of contamination level. I'm very, very surprised about that. And they built all this. Excellent. And they're building this, which only needs a few more gears. And once that's built, we can go ahead and get a few more things online. Mainly, though, we want this online. Come on, guys. What do you need? We just need a couple more metals. You actually probably have the metals for that. But yeah, we're on triple speed, trying to get things up and a run, and they are actually building this. Fantastic. That's where all my planks are going. This should take up the gears, though. And in fact, we're still working 100%, so I'm okay with that. Planks are still good. We have 3 plankards. And this is draining, and we are now on the final stretch. These guys should be open, though, right? Yeah, this is open. We're actually just gonna... That was probably bad. Let's do that for now. That's what we want. We want these guys open to start diverting all this water away. That gives tons of power over here. Although this is flooded, it's not great. We do have a bit of antidote, and we could make a crap ton more if we needed to. That's the big storage, and I'm thinking about making a nice industrial storage area over here. So if we actually come over here and do a little bit of this. How do I want this? Something like that, get some storage. Boom. Don't know what these are going to be for right now. We'll just make you guys cattail roots. Why not? And we'll make you... Bread would be fantastic, actually. Food. Bakery? I have cattail... Ooh, can't really do anything with you yet, because I need flour. I actually need you to produce the flour. Yeah, so we're just going to pause that for now. Just because it being built is not helpful. Pause. Go ahead and raise you up all the way. Hopefully that helps. It is a 21-day drought. That's not fantastic, but we are pumping quite a lot in here. Beavers feel unwell, contaminated beavers, so they should be getting antidote. This is why I didn't want to flood the lands, but I did. But now we should be better off for it, and we should now be starting to focus, now that this is actually complete. Beautiful. This will dry out. We'll get proper water flow into here, and the next step would actually be to destroy this and make the system that I was discussing before. So I only need to come to this height, actually. Yeah, because this height is kind of useless. But I don't even need really these. But we could just... How many metals do we have? Well, we need a stockpile of metals and another drought. Let's say that. Because otherwise, it ain't going to be pretty. And then once we get that, you can actually be paused. Because we can't do anything with it. We can unpause these guys. You're working. And why do I have 13? Did I have a lot of... Oh, I have unwell beavers. That's why. Pause you. Pause. There we go. And pause you for now. You guys are still working. Yeah, the contaminated beavers, they need to get their antidote. You, high priority right now, because we need to be making antidote. To heal all of my contaminated beavers, which they should be healed. That's a little ways to come up there. We can also put you... Say a new zip line up over here. Like that, and what I'm going to do is a little bit of something like this. So once that's all built, we'll have zip lines up the wazoo. Yeah, that was a bit of an event. Let's see how much antidote we actually end up going through. You are making a bunch, though. We have the resources. How much paper do we have? We actually need paper. That is a fantastic problem to have. And go ahead and prioritize you. Metals should be coming up. Staking gears. That is just needs to be whacked with a plank, and that'll be good. And then we can get up here faster. The trials and tribulations of Beaverlands. And we do want all that storage online too. This would be a nice one to have. Okay, you guys are still pumping. I could build this up more, but it would need a whole other layer, which is not something we can really do. This should be good. I could actually dynamite this out as well, which would be kind of fun. But I go ahead and just do some stairs here. I can add a path there, and then we can also add wood, a lumberjack there, get some pathing like that, cut some trees like that, and then just high prioritize these two things. That's fine for now. Blocked by bad water, that's okay. Construction lacks materials, that's also okay. We just need to handle this, which I'm out of antidote. What are you waiting on? Dandelions? Did we not have any dandelions? Raggy? We might have caused a beaver event right here on this particular episode. It's a great way to just start it. But we have 3,000 water, so that's great, isn't it? I love the 3,000 water. Workplace district. How many people do we have here? We're going to start filling out some of those jobs. That's fine for now. That's fine for now. It's the contamination, is that when they are contaminated, they don't actually work real well. We're actually going to turn these guys on. We're going to turn you off. I'm also going to turn these guys off. I just want to make sure you are running at 100%, which you are. Because every one of these is more happiness, or rather, more of you. Paper? How much paper do I have? None there, and that's right, they were working on those gears. I need dandelions, that's what I need. Where can you reach? You can't reach nearly far enough. What about you? Perfect. So we're going to do some planting trees and bushes, dandelions, something like that. Alright, you are working. Oh, those died due to drying out. Okay. Well, 15 days left, plenty of water. Food is still holding. And I want this to come down. We just need more dandelions. How long do they take to grow? Effectively 6 days. I don't think they'll last that long, but at least we'll start to get a stockpile. And in fact, what we will want to do is storage. I'm just going to put a medium warehouse here. One, it allows me to build on top of it. But two, it will also help with the contaminated beavers in terms of I want to store dandelions in here. Which means I really don't need you anymore. How are we doing? Just dandelions are neat. I didn't realize how much of the dandelion stuff was really required. These guys take a while and they just give me one? How many do you need? You need 2? Cool. Well, luckily these guys are almost done. And it does at least produce 2, but still. Nothing to do in range. Good. So now what we're going to do is a little bit of this. And then we're also going to go ahead and start doing landscaping. Dynamite. All of that. And then also we want to dynamite all of this whenever we get an opportunity to. A little bit of work there. Let's actually do a little bit of this. Yes, and then stairs down. What else can we dynamite? I think that will open that up nicely. I could have done triples to really, you know what? Triples would be better. Actually, doubles would be better. Triples would work though. At least here. Now let's do triple. Okay. Attempting placing dynamite at the bottom of the map. Oh. Didn't know that was a thing. Cool. Well, that's not super high priority, and you guys are still pumping. 12 days, food is starting to wane just a little bit. This is clearing up, that's all dried out. How are we doing elsewhere? This is actually set up, which means your pathing is only 38, which is fantastic. I should probably turn you online. I am getting a surplus of metal blocks. That's actually good. How we doing on power? Oh, well, all that paper's gonna go in there. How are you doing? Well, you just need dandelions. 15? I don't know if they died or not. But hopefully we get another baby boom. Because I really don't like the contaminated beavers. Alright, well that will expand that out. We could also kind of build platforms down here to get these oaks, which would be nice. And then over here, this would be nice as well once we get that online. We could also get another zip line, which we are over here. And if I build more padded structures, how far? I can only go to there. Okay. Could do something like this. Do that. And then get the pathing. That's the wrong way. We're just kind of trying to plan for the future as we get more things up and running. Something like this, and then metals. Go ahead and get a couple scavenger flags. Like that. And then this, add connection. There. That helps with transport to get all the way over there. We still want to get all the way over here as well, but we need to dynamite all that out. How much dynamite do we even have? I have 10. That is amazing. Did they yeah, they filled these up. Oh, thank you, my beaver friends. Yes, so we just need the extract online. Which, you know what? We're going to actually unpause you, because you do need stuff. And they could build you, and it would be better. So let's prioritize that. And we did get a gravity battery, which is amazing. So I can also high prioritize those to actually hook it up. That's 12,000. It's not enough for everything, but it's better than nothing. Okay, how are we doing on contaminated beavers? They're coming down, that is good. Lots of deaths from old age, that's not good. 10 more days, everything seems to be sustained, at least for the most part. And that will do. And they can actually go underwater to do these things too, which is nice. But filling that up adds a bit more of a reservoir, clears that up, gets more water in here. Okay. Man, and luckily this is finished, so once this returns, we should just get clean water all throughout here. In fact, how many metals do I have? 6? Well, this is a bigger priority. Actually, all the metals are in there. Just go in gears. And planks, which we have none of. Because we're out of logs again. Crap. Because we couldn't keep any of this alive. Mind you. Kinda need these things to be good for me to have happiness. These guys, we're gonna just make 1-4, I think. Yeah, so it's right below that. I didn't need all this. Oh my gosh. Well, what we're going to do, because I don't need all that, is destroy this and high prioritize that pickup. And then also what we can do, since we have the opportunity to do so, and lumberjack flags. And I want pathing. we go, and let's high prioritize all of this. And I want you guys to cut trees down. All of that. I think we have enough, because you guys only take, what? 1 log, 4 planks? It's basically 5 logs, right? We just get a little influx of logs, so hopefully that helps. Paper doesn't need to be being used right now. We can also go ahead and get... You are not a good location. I go to food, gatherer. Put that there. Okay, that'll be better. Because we have berries, but it's these guys that I want to collect. So now someone should be doing that, and then harvesting those to hopefully get more. Yeah, because you're maxed out. Yeah, we just need a bunch of antidote. Oh, crap. The log situation is dire. I got one in. No, I didn't. That one's not even in. Oh. We could destroy this. Are there any logs anywhere that I can easily get to? There are. Alright. Lumberjacks. Do a little bit of this, and then cut trees. There. That helps a little bit to help maybe get up to here. It's a few. Metals is still doing okay. We're still producing metals. We are getting antidote slowly but surely. And they did touch that. Perfect. That's bad that that's all going to die. Yeah, we made a, let's say, a tactical error in judgment, but we have 6 days left. And they are even starting to put dynamite in, which is crazy to me. I kind of want them to work on this first, but this is the bigger project. We need dynamite for that, though. And so this guy needs to be running like non-stop. How are you doing? Well, you're almost there. You just need gears, which we are producing. I'm just going to pause you temporarily. Just so we can produce this without doing anything else. Why did you guys even build that? Oh, it's not draining because we have wind power. Love it. You guys just need a bunch of gears. Perfect. They're starting to get up there. Are you guys done over here already? You are. Darn. Well, that was a fast little cash grab. We already got down there. We just need a few planks. I wish I could convert things into other things. Oh man, they're actually building all the way over here. In fact, I should just unpause both of you guys, because you're a bit closer for doing work. Construction materials, I need some. They did build the farm. We have a monument. That was 200 logs. Oh, that's probably why. But no, we really need these forests stood up. And to that end, I do need happiness. What would be good here, though, is if I do landscaping, get some sluices. That just goes off the map, but I definitely want to, Actually, those don't need to go there. No, these, yes. What I want is, I grab the sluice, put it here. And so now what I can do is if I do this, I want it to close above that, and then I don't want it to close above contamination. I don't know what to do with that, but basically I want to block that up. But I want to be able to drain it if there's bad tide stuff. Because, you know, bad tide is bad? We're just going to pause those for now, because I don't know what to do with you. And luckily that's coming in. They should be even getting all the way out there eventually. That's too far, because we don't have this. Oh, we can get some more logs too. I just saw this. And even all that. We can even get these metals if we really wanted to. Alright, well let's do that. And let's super high prioritize these guys. So we'll get a little bit more wood in the system. Nothing to do with range. Who are you? Yeah, that's just chestnut stuff, so we're just going to pause you for now. Unconnected building. That's actually fine. We need to build all this first. Did we get over here? Oh, we did. You guys work your little buns off. Okay, that's bringing up the log count a little bit. We have 2 days left. And we seemingly survived. This is actually good, so we'll get rid of some of that. This should fill up quickly. And I do want that to fill up a little bit, just so it overflows into here. And the bad water returns. What do we need here? Just gears? Just gears. I can actually pause you for now. We have 3 jobs, 7 beavers. We need everything. Oh, they're actually cutting these trees down. That helps so much to be able to get a little bit of wood in here. I could even, I could have cut those forests down. We could have done that instead of sap. Oh, they're actually building this too. So, well, the pine resin will be flowing soon. But this guy does charge back up, like so. And ta-da. So that's the system that we want. And hopefully with more batteries, we can support everything. Alright, but 1 day left, 7 contaminated beavers still. And you shouldn't have any dandelions, because they all, well, except for these guys, basically died. Let's go ahead and turn the gear workshop back on. Just because I think we're good on planks now. I'm going to turn all that back on, because I want all of that working. And how fast are you draining? Decently fast. The question is, do we get enough from wind power to fix that? And also, when we have a bunch of these, when all these are built, we should have enough. But I still have one job available. Again, everything is not doing great. You guys have nothing to do. Perfect. We'll at least collect all that. And then by the end of the episode, I want this online, and I want to dynamite things out. So we're actually going to do that. Alright, drought ended. Things should be better in a hot sec. I'm actually going to unpause you, because I need dynamite. And that is powering back up. We can pause you, pause you. How many beavers do we have? 5? I think we just... That's all turning green. Once we have this, actually I don't need those. I have that water supply, so we won't worry about that. But this is what we want to happen. Fill that up. Leave you up there. Maybe like that. Okay. And then new day, new adventure. Hopefully we can make everything happy over here. But once we can get this forest online, keep this green as well. Oh, why are things so difficult? And if we're not pumping out of here, that should stay a while. So it was pretty deep. It did keep all that pretty happy. And they're still cutting over there. Alright. We just need you to fill up. And it's working. As you can see here, we're not draining out any here. And the bad tide should just drain properly. It's a lot of water though. These guys are going to pump it to the max. Or stay open rather. And it should just drain off over here once we get to that height. I'm hoping. Well, hopefully there's no drought. Well, bad tide would be okay because we can still function. And you just need a little bit more. How much power are we producing? 291. You require 200. You require something. I don't remember what you need. You do need power though. 150. And there's a drought approaching. Not the end of the world with this. We should be okay as long as we can flood the system. The problem is this didn't get online. I do have 7 beavers still. Go ahead and turn you guys back on. Oh, you were running the entire time. Would you look at that? This is more of a physics-based problem, because I just need this to fill. Should be coming over shortly enough. Watch, I actually need that. Alright. That is a very large reservoir for us to pump. A lot of water. So I don't foresee that being a problem. I see for this for being a problem. Because the potatoes... We couldn't grill any potatoes, could we? We could. We need logs. That's the name of the game. There's the water coming. That's all full. That is fantastic. That'll fill all of this up. Everyone will be happy, and hopefully we can get this a-growing. That's all good, that's all good. That's a beautiful system right there. And we're actually doing this too. That's even better. Well, now that that's done, I do want you undone. And things are starting to come online. Okay, that's good. We should be starting to get those up. Don't need that. I would like this, just for more metals, because I think you guys are almost done, right? Yeah, they're almost done. We still have plenty, but... Alright, one more. Okay. Well, we should be building you, which gets water. But let's go ahead and detonate this. Now our first... oh, run around. Perfect. Water. Fluid dump. And you, high priority. And that. Okay. And then the next thing will be that. And I'm also going to do a little bit of this. Because we want that to be the next high priority. And I'm actually going to do that so they focus on these things first. I think that's good. We still need to replant all that. We're not pumping out of here anymore, which is also good. Okay. Things are starting to move along, although we are now going to have a little bit of an issue with that. But that should be okay. I just need planks. We should be producing enough planks. I'm also not running this guy. But we did just get more gears online, so, you know, a little bit of a problem. There are my planks, though. They should be going in, and once that is done, we should be better. And this ran out of juice. So, we gotta pause both of these. What we can do, though, is partially do this. Get that fluid dump. Like that, and then get you online. It'd be a partial, but they could still get those once we get power back online. Alright, still got 4 beavers. I'm actually going to come in here. You guys are all filled out again, which is good. Alright, continue beavers coming down. Nothing to do in range. Perfect. So I can do a little bit of that. Prioritize that for pickup. That helps. You're being built, and someone is working this. And so now this will turn green, and then we're going to plant. I'm actually going to start turning you back on as well, just so we can maybe get that done to make this a bit faster, because it's a long way to go. Alright, but in terms of you, I actually kind of want to be wheat, and I want to plant crops. We're going to do a bunch of this, and then I also want wheat. And you can't do this last bit. That's fine. But that should all turn green in a hot sec. The drought's not that long. We have plenty of water to pump at least. You guys will be growing up. You guys will be fine. This seems to be going. And you should be pumping to make this green, to make this grow, so we get more logs. we just probably need another pumper. If I toggle that, what could we do? Probably here. I guess I need all of them. And we'll get a double right there. Then water, large water pump. Yes, right there. Something like that. You're not crazy high priority, but they will build you. We are getting logs in here. Water's coming up there. Water should also be coming up here, hence why we're planting. But I am just watching the water reserves. And that's why we build this. Okay. Everything else is doing all right. We only have one contaminated building left. Those guys are still unconnected. Don't care about that. You guys lack goods, because we are not making what we need to make. I want you guys to prioritize potatoes. I just want that potato planted. That's a lot of crops though. Alright, dandelion should be filling up. Hopefully. I really don't want another bad water event. I don't foresee it being a problem, but again, don't really want it. Alright, well things are working. Once the wind picks up, maybe that will produce a little bit more. That's a lot of windmills. They could produce 300 each. We just need a strong gust. 54% is better than nothing. And we did get this set up, so how long does it take to get over here? 61. That's actually not really that bad. We can actually just do a little bit of this. Clean up some of our lines. And you are almost done as well. So we get even more water storage. Water's holding, food is becoming a problem though. That's why we need all this online. Something like you, and we can even get more storage. I know we keep building super large warehouses. Like that, and we'll just make you, for now, sunflower seeds, which are right here. And in fact, I also want landscaping, that. I don't think I have any of them because we plant them all, but, you know, they're all right there. Okay, well, I think if we can get our food reserves up, we'll be better for it. We're running out of projects, at least for this district, to contain, which is a good problem to have. And you should keep planting, which makes these guys happy. And eventually we can build all those as well once we start to get a surplus of everything. But I'm really glad we got this going. We'll just make these the 2 flowers for right now. And you, I don't think I have... Yeah, the spatter dock is really what I really wanted out of here. Let's do a little bit of that. Just to do that. Keep all that alive. So we actually get some spatter dock online. And that floods in just a little bit. There. Alright, so we can at least keep that going. Wind is not doing great for us, but it is what it is. But I don't want to lose all my food. Lost power. Oy vey. It's okay, it's another night, another adventure. Alright, what else we got going? I also do eventually want to, if we go up in the water, bad water dome, we do want to cap it. There's an achievement to cap all of them on a map. This is a very large map. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it on such a large map, but we could. Alright, new high score, 19. 19? Oh, I didn't realize we were hitting such high gains. Another campfire could be good too. Just pop you right there. It's close to all of them. Kind of make this a little decorative area, add some more homes as well if we want. Right now with the food situation, we do want to be careful. We could even add another farmhouse, efficiency farmhouse over here. Yeah, that actually looks good. It's a little far to walk though. Nice, we got 20. Drought is halfway, almost halfway. Wasn't that bad of a drought. Water is fine. Food might be coming up now that we have getting various varieties of food online. What I'm slowly feeling is that we need more farmers though. Just to help out. That's 61. Starting to get a little far. It's not the end of the world, but still, it's far. And we did get the water storage, which is fantastic. What's our next big project? We got you online. That actually makes this a lot quicker too. Yes. Still really far to go over that way. It's not the end of the world. We still have a bed and nothing to do in range. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but we can do that. I prioritize that. I don't know what to do with you right now. We could make you into another wind farm, or even detonate up here to get gravity batteries instead. We have 4,000 science. I don't know what we want. Let's peruse a little bit and see. I actually do want the bot factories and stuff, but that requires a lot. Metals though, you know, we're just gonna go ahead and do this now. There we go, and then once they start this project here, we should be better for it. The next thing I kind of want is, we can kind of make this, ooh, what do we want? I'm thinking to like start doing these guys. Because they just need a metal block and planks. Which is not the end of the world, and we are oh, we're out of wood again. Oy. least for the most part, we can keep wood alive. The trees will come. The trees will come. And they are building all this storage, which is really, really good if we can, again, keep things alive. Spatterdock should be coming up now, though. We are getting sunflowers. We do have carrots. We have blueberries. I'm actually going to do a little bit of work here, do a little demolition there. And the reason is I want to do a little bit of this guy like that, and storage. I want you to be blueberries. Okay. Well, that's built. We have 20 sustained. Rooftop terrace, yes. Contemplation spots. Dance hall would be cool. I could actually get a dance hall up here, actually. What is those? What do they cost, though? That don't have the funds for. Well-being. That requires stiff and lots of logs. Carousel requires power. Dance hall 1.2. And a lot of resources. I do want the mud pit as well. So I need landscaping. A drill excavator, which is also 2,000. So finally getting some cattail roots, which is good. And these trees should start growing eventually. But luckily we kept these guys alive. Can you not reach that? Oh, you actually just need to be removed, because that's for you. Alright, 21. New high score. Those still aren't connected. The zip lines are starting to come in. We're getting a lot more farming. Have these guys in there as well. So that helps out. We can actually come back over here. Pop those guys in there because we had 3 beavers available. They will go in there though, most likely when things come back online. We are getting to the point, if this gets above 2,000, I start to feel a bit better about getting all of that. Can you not be reached? You cannot be reached. Why can't you be reached? Well, that's fine. We are starting to finally get some wheat online as well, which is really good. We do need these guys up and running though, so we can start putting that away. And look at that, we're getting a bunch of pine resin too. Okay, and then dandelions. Let's actually unpause you. I'm just going to put you to nothing right now, just so you start collecting the dandelions themselves. Because if I look over here, you still need dandelions. All right, 22, building needs water. 4 more days, and this will be good. Alright, and then we can get this stuff online. You guys, that's extract. I kind of want bad water to be a little bit better than that. In fact, we'll do that so we start stockpiling it once we're available. And you guys are working hard. You can see here, this will be a giant industrial farm for us. This is starting to be protected, which is good. I don't know if we need it here or not. It might be low enough, or we might just get, if it is, we can work on it. But this main stock will be protected. And this will be great once we get some beavers up and running. We are getting some logs. We did get over 2,000. I'm gonna unpause you. So we get some more beavers in here. In fact, we can do some pre-planning on the housing. I want to pause you guys. I can also do a little bit of this just to connect you in there. And now we can do some cool pathing like that. And then we'll get some more housing. Sorry, not housing. Roofs in there. And so that will be additional housing. Actually, what I'm going to do is this, and the reason being is if I do that, then I open this up here, so we have access to all that. And then what we can actually do is go to well-being, get some medical beds, like this, teeth grindstone, like this, and we can get contemplation spot, cannot go underneath there, that's fine. Let's get another teeth grindstone then. Something like that, and we can even build more housing here, but I actually want to do some more decorative things. And that's covering all of that, which is great. What other well-being things can we get to actually help our beavers? Decorations. Park bench would be nice. We have the signs, might as well. A hammock would also be nice. Where can I squeeze you in? Anywhere? Kinda want it sideways like that. We can get some hedges, pole banner. Oh, they got banners in here now? For the beavers. Oh, I like the patterns. I actually like that one though. And I'll just pop another one right there so you can know this is our colony. Right, but wood is actually starting to come back. We filled that one up and we're starting to fill this up. That is not good though. And I missed that they all died. Oops. I don't know if I can't just do that. No, it's too low. But water held. We actually started to get some grilled spatterdock online. And cattail roots were good. I'm actually thinking about trying to figure out a way to keep these alive as well. It's an interesting thought. Actually, we're going to delete these. That'll be good. And that would actually allow me to do 2 more fluid dumps. I will only do that once he is online though. So. You actually coming back up? No. You guys are not producing a lot of there it is. And these guys still need a ton of gears. All they need is gears. Okay, where are my gears? Oh, my gears would be going into here. Well, to his own, but we got up to 22. You are being built, you just need planks. And then you just need planks and other things. But now that means I can come over here and do this. Once this bad water flows in, we'll be happy there. That is good water, that is good water. That's a bad water tap, and then I think that's it. I think we only have the 2. Oh, that actually makes this pretty easy to get that 1 achievement. Oopsie daisies on that, but we did get some cattails online. And luckily these guys will survive, because the water is a-coming. And all this is happy again. And this is where all of our metal blocks are going. Which this is why we're setting this up, because we need this online in order to get more. Because this isn't up and running yet. And this is also really, really dangerous. Or rather, not a fan too much, just because it's not great. I also want to probably put a water dump there eventually. It greens this up, get a little bit extra farming over there. But how are we doing here? Water is a-flowing. And these guys should be working again. I do need more power though. So what we will do, add an additional water wheel. $57. I mean, it won't hurt. It's just not great. And you're too far away. Of course you are. Now you're not. Alright. That should be producing enough extract. You guys should be getting bad water into here. We have the explosives factory online. These guys are ready. That fills out it even more, which is why we wanted to do that. And yeah. This guy's back up to 195. This is about to overflow again. This is good. Food is coming up. And we're building all of... Oh, this is where all my logs were going. Oh my gosh, so many logs. I didn't even realize. But yeah, interesting. Oh, we're finally storing some bad water? Yes, we are. We could get another pump online if we so chose, but we do not need that right now. And our super farm has come online. But yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. So we've built this farm over here. This is all working now perfectly. Have the whole diverter system functional. Got our bad water online. We are now focusing on this massive Dynamite Project, which is good. We have 2 beavers still available, which I don't even know where to put them. And we've maxed out, we're at 4,000 water, which is even better. I actually want to get more water storage because of that. So we're just going to do a little bit more storage over here. Can't actually put it there, but we'll plug you there. Just make you water, and you're just lower priority for now. I feel that we have a pretty good grasp on it. But next time what we really want to do is we want this project to be filled out, and we need to level it twice, mind you. That requires a lot of dynamite. You need to be running all the frickin' time. The other thing is that we want this to happen so that we can expand all of this. Go ahead and prioritize that. And let's do this first, just because it is, it's a little bit more important than detonating this out, because this is our water reserves over there. And they should be able to do that pretty fast. We are getting dynamite, and we do have extract. And we are building, hopefully you, to store extract, because we will need that for bot production. But we also need to figure out how to expand out this network. So we're going to go ahead and increase all of that, because I do want to have more sustainable power. Resin's good. We actually have 9 beavers now. We're going to go do that. Also do you. Something like that. And get some sort of decoration in here. Maybe a beaver statue? Sure. It's expensive, but why not? Because if we can build that, then we can start getting gristle mill, making cattail flour. And then we can have that bakery right in here. Oh, you need to be prioritized so I can fit the last of my needed items. But we need to figure out how to keep these guys alive more sustainably. Because that is a food source, mind you. But I'm kind of liking here, district crossing here. And then this is new district. Obviously clear this out. Once that's clear, this is all opened up. We can connect power up into here through this system. That connects to all of this as well. And then we could also dynamite this strip out and add more power. We'll do a triple. We can actually pre-plan that now. So if I do triple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is perfect. And that will just be more gravity batteries to hop down here for even more power. And another drought is approaching. Well, I think we're fine on water. It's just more along the lines of getting all of the food up and a-running. Hopefully this upcoming drought isn't too bad. These guys are taking a little bit more priority now as we move into things. We do want gears to go into there. I just don't know where they're going up. You guys don't need gears. That shouldn't... I mean, these guys need gears, but we set a higher priority for these items. And nothing else is really being built. Oh, well, you can't reach over here, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. Because, you know, why not? But we're getting a few more beavers online just because we decided to get... Ooh, I didn't even cut all this. More housing up and a-running. Those grew back. These guys will cut those down. That's some more jobs there. Shouldn't need these really soon. We have all that working. And then, how are you working? Well, we can start higher prioritizing you as well. Definitely the workplace force would be higher priority, but they're going to work on this. We already have most of the extract in. It's just the dynamite that is the problem. I didn't realize dynamite would be such an issue. In fact, because it is, I'm going to destroy you, and I'm going to actually put a large warehouse here. And we want to prioritize all of this, and then just do a little bit of this and make you dynamite. Dynamite. Because eventually we will have a bunch of dynamite, because that's just going to be running continuously. In fact, since we are doing some stuff, let's prioritize all that to get a little bit more power in the system. We could even get up here if we wanted. There's so many things that we can do now that I feel that we've reached some form of stability. Like we even have this gravity battery online, which he just needs to be connected once these guys are on. Okay, everything is now starting to come. Yeah, so once this whole network is connected, we'll have this, and in fact, if I go to landscaping itself, they should be able to get all these, I want to think, because we have this. Okay, they can, and once those are done, we can detonate those. It'll actually make a little bit of a pocket. It won't keep all of this green. Well, it'll help keep it green, but not necessarily flooded because it needs to be submerged. But, you know, one step at a time. But yeah, that'll do it for today. Things are looking pretty good. We have a drought quickly approaching. Not too happy about that. But yeah, more food, tons of water. We're trying to push this even higher. We'll probably want to expand out our fields even more. We could even build more fields over here in order to support that endeavor. So we would just do something like that, and then get another one of these like this. And then we can get more farming as well. What I'm actually thinking is getting you online there. And drought started. 16-day drought, not the end of the world. We'll go ahead and pick up with that next time. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. But I'm really enjoying this season. I think we're finally reaching a point where we're not going to just explode. But I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you at the next one. Dr. Munchkin, signing out.